You have already learned how to add fractions with like or unlike denominators. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to add mixed fractions. One common approach of adding mixed fractions is to convert them to improper fractions. The steps for this approach are on the board behind me. So if we want to add mixed fractions, we can follow these steps. Step 1 will convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions. Step 2 will add the improper fractions. And then step 3 will convert the answer back to mixed fractions. So let's take a look at an example. In this example, we are asked here to add two mixed fractions together. 2 3/4 plus 3 3/8. So let's follow the steps and solve this problem. First, we're going to convert our mixed fractions to improper fractions. And so let's start with the 2 3/4. And you remember, with converting mixed fractions to improper fractions, we take the denominator of our fraction and multiply it by the whole number. So 4 times 2 equals 8. And then we add the numerator of our fraction to that product. So 8 plus 3 is 11. And so to convert 2 3/4 to the improper fraction, we would get 11/4. 4 times 2 is 8. Add 3 is 11. 11 will be the number that's in our numerator, and then we just keep the denominator of the fraction as the denominator of our improper fraction as well. And then we want to convert our other mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So next we want to convert 3 3/8 to an improper fraction as well. So we're adding these two things together, and we want to leave space here for a little conversion that we're going to need to do. So I'm going to leave a little space here, put my plus sign, and now I'm going to convert this mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So again, I do my steps of multiplying the denominator times the whole number. So 8 times 3 is 24, and then I add the numerator to that product. So 24 plus 3 equals 27. And so 27 will be the numerator of my improper fraction, and the denominator will be the same denominator that I have here in this 8. I put in the denominator here as well. So now I've gotten to the point where I can move on to step 2, which tells me to add my improper fractions. Now you can see here that what we have so far is 11/4 plus 27/8. This, at the step that we're at now, is just like adding two improper fractions with unlike denominators. And so in order to add two fractions together that have unlike denominators, we need to take the least common multiple of our denominators, 4 and 8, and the least common multiple of 4 and 8 is 8. And so we want to make both of these denominators equal to 8. So I need to do a little bit of converting here on this fraction in order to make its denominator 8. Well, in order to make 4 into 8, I need to multiply it by 2. So I multiply this. 4 times 2 is going to give me an 8 in the denominator. But remember, whatever I do to the denominator, I must do as well to the numerator. So I need to multiply my 11 by 2 as well. So now I can rewrite my two improper fractions as two fractions with like denominators. So for my first one, I've got 11 times 2, which is 22 in the numerator. And then 4 times 2 is 8 in the denominator, and that's the number that we wanted there. That least common multiple of 4 and 8 is 8. So I've now kind of forced this first fraction to have a denominator of 8. And then I add the second term here, 27/8. And now I have a very simple addition problem. adding two fractions with like denominators, I simply add their numerators together. 22 plus 27 equals 49. So I'm at 49 in my numerator, and I leave the denominator the same when I have two common denominators that I'm adding together. So 22 plus 27 equals 49 eighths in my denominator, and I keep it 49 eighths. Now I'm not quite finished yet, even though I have finished the addition. If we look back up to our third step in adding mixed fractions, we can see that our third step is to convert the answer back now to a mixed fraction. So I don't want to leave my answer in this improper fraction form. I want to convert it back to a mixed fraction. And so in order to do that, I need to find out what my whole number is going to be and what my fraction is going to be. So to convert 49 eighths back to back into a mixed fraction, I need to see 49 is divisible by 8 6 times, and so my whole number is going to be 6. 6 times 8 equals 48, so I'm left with one remainder, and so I'm left with a 1 in my numerator and an 8 in my denominator. And so I convert it back this way, and I can always do a check to make sure that I have the right answer when I've converted from an improper fraction back to a mixed fraction. And what I'm going to do is do the same steps that we do to convert from mixed fraction to improper fraction and check and make sure that my answer is right. So I can check my answer by taking the 8 in the denominator, multiplying it by 6. 8 times 6 is 48. Add 1 is 49. So my numerator should be 49. Sure enough it is. And then my denominator will stay the same as 8. So yes, 49 eighths is converted back to a mixed fraction at 6 1/8.